Hey, Carmen, see that. I'm gonna put it in neutral, hop in. Forget it's a diamond robbery.
Now, a man has been murdered.
Our priority all along has been to nail the killers.
Police, stop!
That for real?
Honey, everything you see is for real. I don't have to fake nothing, big boy.
Drop it!
I can't do it. What if I hit the wrong spot?
My boy, it's only a stone. It's not flesh and blood.
Nathan, if he can't do it.
Relax, Julian. You'll live longer.
I don't want to relax. I want to go home to my wife. I worked 30 years to become a boss, so I could go home when I wanted to go home. Yes?
Lieutenant Udo, burglary detail, we'd like to talk to you.
What about?
Some stolen items. May we come in? We had this confidential tip. We have to check it out.
You'll have to show me your credentials, more than just a badge. I can't just let anybody walk in here.
Credentials?
Yeah.
Show him. Now we want to see some stone, some nice uncut stone.
Well, we're not expecting a shipment of stones until the day after tomorrow. It's been a little slow, and...
The stones, where are they?
Julian, I wonder...
Go in the back, Nathan, please.
You!
Better get you to a doctor.
It's only a scratch. Well, let's play it safe, okay?
Real?
Yeah.
You take the truck. We'll meet you back at Barney's in 45 minutes. You got it?
Let's see what's up.
Howdy. Oh, hi. You having a little trouble with this jobby? This jobby is on the hot list, and I got to get it back to the station real fast.
You're not in gear.
Huh?
Don't you know how to use a clutch in a gear shift?
No, I drive an automatic. Do you think you can show me?
Anything for our friendly policeman. Hop out.
Okay. Hurry up, huh? Listen, I think I better check in and see what's up. I'll come back later.
Hey, Carmen, see that. I'm gonna put it in neutral, hop in.
What's up?
Forget it's a diamond robbery.
Anyone hurt?
Yeah, one guy was killed.
Why'd they call us in?
Well, the gang impersonated police officers. I guess the chief figured this gave us something in common.
6 years ago, back in New York, 47th Street. The Diamond Center, you know. I used to work there before we moved out to California.
Please go on, Mr. Sharpness.
3 of them. Just like today. The boss lets them in because they act like cops. And I still can't believe it.
What's that, sir?
One of them. I saw him again today. The one who shot Julian. The same one who murdered one of the men back in New York 6 years ago.
Mr. Sharpness, you feel like making a trip down to headquarters, looking at some pictures with us?
Can I make a phone call first to my daughter?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you. His last words. Practically his last words, he said, I worked for 30 years so I can go home when I want to go home.
Oh, man. I'm late. Old lady's gonna be on my back again. 2 old ladies.
Your wife and your mother? In one apartment?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Your wife, she's a Chinese, ain't she?
Vietnamese. I met her a couple months before I was discharged.
Your mother must have been shocked. Did she take it all right?
Sure. What's not to take okay? Anyway, I really like my lady. And she's pregnant now, so I guess it's got to be okay for everybody.
That guy seemed peculiar to you.
What guy?
The cop who was sweating. The cop who was carrying the box.
Oh, yeah.
We put the box in the back of the truck. Then he gets in the truck, and the cop can't even work the gear shift.
Yeah, you know, that really was weird.
Let's see what he put in there.
Holy, you're not gonna break in, are you?
Ain't you curious?
Well, yeah, sure, but...
Look, get something to open this up. Come on, either help me or get lost, will ya? I don't need a spectator watching me. Go on home, kid. Women folks never let you pull this off.
Diamonds. You don't know who they belong to, though.
A bunch of crooks. Who else? Maybe even crooked cops.
You'd be stealing them, too.
Hey, stealing from thieves ain't stealing, number 1. Number 2, all the stuff is covered by insurance, so nobody's getting hurt. Hey, you want in on this or not?
Wait. There's another one.
Kurt Ulrich, alias Lieutenant Udo.
Let's see that. He used to be an investigator with a big insurance company. Got caught as a principal in an insurance fraud. New York PD says this guy's a real bad dude.
Julian, there was a man, vital, alive, with virtues and faults, but a man. And now he's gone.
We saved you some dim sum. Dig in.
What about some fried shrimp?
No, didn't have many of those left.
Oh, thanks.
Well, they were really greasy. You wouldn't have liked them. Joe?
Nope.
Greasy, huh?
Really. Bad, bad.
How'd you make out?
Well, I had a little talk with our friend Willie. Word of the diamond heist is all over the street.
And?
And the word is that the crooks didn't pull it too clean. Willie's sources heard that the merchandise was supposed to be moved within hours after the robbery. There were a few hot fences all over town just waiting to move in on it. Only the crooks couldn't deliver.
You mean they didn't deliver?
No, I mean, obviously couldn't deliver for some reason.
Any theories?
One, that they lost the merchandise.
Lost the merchandise. Come on, William.
Lost the merchandise or left it somewhere?
Like where?
Like in the area. Maybe they were afraid to move it with all the black and whites rolling in.
It's a possibility.
So chances are, if all this tracks, they'd be back to get it.
It's a long shot. It's worth setting up a surveillance on it.
You want a fortune cookie?
Shrimp was greasy, huh?
Slipped right through my fingers.
You wouldn't have liked it at all.
Police estimated the value of the stolen diamonds as well over $1 million. Thus far, no arrests have been made, but a police spokesman said they have 2 excellent leads.
What's the matter with you? I want to get the basketball scores.
He's tired.
Not getting enough sleep is his problem.
Mom, we're moving out. I've been looking for a house.
Where'd you get that much money all of a sudden?
I bet on a long shot.
Now she gets a house. I gotta see it to believe it.
You want to know something? You're gonna see it.
Beautiful. Amateurs, that's good news anyway.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have happened if he knew how to drive.
Now listen, you. I never said I was a truck driver. And it all happened because Ulrich here got shot. And you big shot, you are the one who panicked, killing a man. Now you promised me there wasn't going to be any of his Billy the Kid stuff, right?
Listen, you little punk.
Now you moron, don't you call me a punk.
Got it.
Hey, look. What do we do now?
That looks like the cops. Now run, I'll cover you.
Help! Help, please! Help! Help!
What's the trouble, buddy? What's the problem?
Police!
Yes, we're the police. We're the police.
I need an ambulance.
What happened?
Well, I was walking along and some guy stopped me and another guy from behind, you know.
Where'd they go?
Officer, I don't know. I really need an ambulance.
Okay, all right. Come on, take it easy. Take it easy. Okay, you gonna be okay there?
Yeah, it's time
All
to
right,
an ambulance.
I'll get it.
Really
All right.
do.
Okay, stay there. Okay, fella, call the ambulance. They'll be here in a second. Police, stop.
All units in the vicinity. Ambulance shooting at the construction site. 40th and Nordic. Officer involved.
What's going on here? What happened to your partner?
We're chasing a couple of muggers. He got hit.
How you feel?
Oh, it's all right. I think it'll be okay. Just a couple of ribs.
How about the crooks? How many were there?
2. There was an eyewitness, but he's gone. We came running up here. He was in the back of the truck. Came running out here like a crazy man.
What'd he look like?
Well, he was slight built, about medium height, wore a brown suit, well dressed.
Did he look like either of these guys?
Yeah, that one.
This one, you sure?
Yeah.
You're damn lucky. These guys at the Diamond Exchange killed a jeweler. Hey, Pat, flash your light down here, will you? This must be the place.
Yeah. Hey, Bill. Bill!
Could that be real?
If it is, I just retired.
Well, here's what we got so far. A murder, coupled with $1 million worth of missing stones. 2 suspects ID'd. And we gotta figure that some jerk or jerks who stumbled in off the street just ripped off the stones.
Look, you think it could be some of the guys over at the construction site across the street?
Very easily could be, yeah. I got Pep checking on that right now. Tell you, whoever it is, they're gonna do a lot more stumbling before they get up and walk. And if these guys ever catch up with them, they're gonna be in a world full of hurt.
So, what's the plan? What do we do? Wait till somebody buys a new TV or a new car or quits their job? What?
I wish we had that kind of time.
I just phoned the foreman, brought you some carrot cake. They all showed up at work this morning.
They did show up.
Whoever took those rocks shouldn't be dumb enough to quit the next day.
Joe, if they weren't dumb, they'd have kept their hands to themselves in the first place. Don't worry, these guys are gonna make mistakes.
So how do we get next to them?
Well, you can't go in as workers. They'd be wise to anybody new coming in.
Well, somehow or other, Pep, I don't visualize you with a big jackhammer in your hands.
Can you visualize her with a money changer on her hip?
I don't get it.
I was thinking of the coffee queen.
Who's she?
He. Runs a fleet of catering trucks. Takes bets on the side. Last time I caught him, I was on another case. I didn't have time to run him in. He still owes me one for that.
He operate a truck near the construction?
If he doesn't, he will.
What do you want with one of my trucks? Is this some kind of a shakedown? What's going on here?
We just want to do a little moonlighting.
So just relax, will you? Will you take it easy, CJ?
Relax. Easy. What experience you two got? I got a reputation to keep up. You give lousy service, who gets hurt? Me.
Would you look at that figure? Now, she's going to sell more hamburgers and French fries than all the rest of your rejects put together. Trust me.
No way.
You know what I just thought about? The last time we saw each other. I think I still have some of your old markers in my desk drawer. Would you remind me when we get back to the office to check that out?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. Just don't skim too much off the top.
Now, that's what I like about you, CJ. The eternal pessimist. Let's go pick out a truck.
Any customers run up any big debts lately?
Coffee and donuts?
Oh, come on, man. You gonna tell us you don't still take bets?
All these years we've been acquaintances, now you want to cut.
Look, I'm not interested in your nickels and your dimes, CJ. We're investigating a murder.
It happened on 40th Street, near the construction site there.
Oh, yeah, that one. Well, there was one guy that I had to turn his paper over to the collection agency, and the boys let him know the way he's falling behind on his payments. He's soon going to have a lot of wire to hold his jaw together. But I think he took off the pressure by promising him some payment pretty soon.
What's his name?
Strabo, big guy, scar on his cheek. Drinks a little too much. If I was you, I'd stay away from him unless you had a baseball bat and 2 guys holding his arms.
CJ, if you ever again throw a man to the collection agency, I personally am going to bust you myself.
Okay, I can take a hint.
That's not a hint, believe me. Where's that truck? Which one?
Take that one, it's all loaded up.
Got the keys in it?
Yeah. Hey, cowboy, you gonna pay for that thing if you wreck it?
Does the chicken have lift? Hi, fellas. Well, don't everybody crowd around at once. Come on. Get
You a
the
new
order.
coffee, Queen?
Yeah. I just got crowned. My name's Knut. It's yours.
If you're the queen, baby, then I'm the king.
Oh, yeah. How about him?
You in the same kind of business as those other Coffee Queen trucks?
Take bets? Huh. Honey, only on marriage. 4-time loser. But I say, hang in there. That's my motto. Thanks, pal.
Is that your old man up there in the truck?
Him? That's Mr. Chester. Thank you, pal. Mr. Chester DeBono, my assistant. He'll do till the real thing comes along, if there's any left. Why don't you tell him what you want? Okay. Hi there, Tiger.
Hi.
Don't you want anything from the Coffee Queen?
My buddy's getting me a soda.
Oh. Well, we make real good... Thank you, pal. We make real good sandwiches.
Well, thanks. My wife made my lunch for me.
Wouldn't you know, all the interesting ones are married.
Thank you, ma'am.
I bet she's real pretty. And you got real pretty kids, too.
Yeah, she is. They aren't. I mean, we don't have any yet. She's expecting now.
Hey, come on, everybody, drink up. The next one's on me. Come on, come on. Hey, Bob, give everybody a drink. Come on, Bob, let's have some whiskey over here. We got some Come on, lovely and drink. Everybody's not up. Everybody in the place. You guys. All right.
Thanks, man.
You got it, baby. You got it. You got it. Hey, everybody.
Big spender. Guide's buying all the drink.
Oh, name's Strabo.
You always so generous?
I don't know how you can afford to be. Maybe you robbed a bank or something.
Is that what you think?
What time is the next coffee break?
That's 3 o'clock, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, please.
Sure looks pretty good in that old uniform, doesn't he?
Well, thank you very kindly. When I put it on this morning, Harriet started to return all the new dresses she bought. Thought I had a reduction in pay.
Listen, why don't you just follow us in when we go back?
Will do.
That's the old bait, huh?
Yeah, it looks great, doesn't it? How you doing, fellas? Come on. Little old Coffee Queen's back. Uh-oh.
Hey, here you go. Yeah, there you go. Who else asked for the coffee?
Hey, lady, you're new here, aren't you?
Yeah?
Let me see your Board of Health certificate.
Well, I got me a temporary. I didn't bring it with me.
Hey, Chief. That lady's a public utility. You can't shake down a public utility.
You don't get a Board of Health certificate, you don't come back here tomorrow.
Rotten fuzz. What's he bugging me for?
Hey, is that for real?
Everything you see is for real. I don't have to fake nothing, big boy.
You sure you ain't got an old man?
Honey, thanks, pal. I bought this with my own hard-earned money. Well, I got me a kind of a discount connection, you know. Friend I know downtown. Gets you great bargains if you know him.
You mean swag, huh?
Huh?
You know, hot stuff, hot goods.
I don't know. If the cops can't catch the thieves, why should I pass up a bargain? Would you?
Do you think I could get to, meet this friend of yours?
You? Forget it. He don't need you.
Maybe I got some stuff I could sell.
What, a gold hard hat?
I got some stuff my mother left me.
Honey, let me tell you. My friend, he don't fool around with no little old ladies' 2-bit costume jewelry. His hands only touch big rocks. Big.
Your little friend there, the way you think it's so sweet.
Yeah?
I got a strong feeling he's in on this thing.
What do you mean?
Well, he's obviously a close friend of Straybo's. So Pete tailed him at noon. Heard he's been asking questions about real estate. Yeah, he wants to buy a new house. And I don't mean the small economy model.
Mrs. Fuller? Mom?
Good morning, ma'am. We're making a survey of this neighborhood.
I'm sorry,
I wonder if you or your husband have recently considered buying a new car or a major appliance.
Who is it? I don't know.
What are you selling?
Nothing, ma'am. I merely wondered if the lady here...
Why don't you go and bother somebody else, huh? How many times have I got to tell you, don't open the door?
What happened to Miss Pumpkin Pie today? Guess you didn't get that Board of Health certificate, huh? What's your name?
Fuller. Jim Fuller.
Jim Fuller. Well, you didn't happen to hear about somebody suddenly getting rich out here, did you?
Yeah, me. Got a refund on my income tax.
Look, there's a big reward out for the recovery of all that ice, in case you hear something. Think about it.
What was he pushing? Tips on the stock market?
I want to know if I noticed anybody who suddenly got rich around here.
Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut. You got nothing to worry about.
It's easy for you to say.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, if I get busted, what happens to my wife?
Well, the way I hear she looks, she ain't gonna have any trouble. One word about me to anybody. And your lady's gonna need a lot of life insurance.
Hi, fellas.
Okay, can I talk to you for a minute?
What is it, Blue Eyes?
Remember what I told you yesterday about some jewelry my old lady left me?
Oh, what about it?
You like it?
What is it?
Are you kidding? It's a diamond. It's uncut, but it's the real McCoy.
Oh. Oh. I'm not for sale. Cut or uncut?
You didn't think I was going to give it to you.
Honey, what do you want?
The question is what do you want out of life? To work on this roach wagon for the next 20 years or to make some real money now? Some real warm bread?
You mean it's hot?
I mean bread, period. I'll give you a commission, 5%, maybe more. If you introduce me to that guy you were telling me about, so I can get this cut now. And a few more I can get my hands on, maybe.
I don't get involved in any transactions or anything. I just pick up a little information here and there,
Yeah?
and he takes care of me.
Maybe I'll take care of you. Say like 10%. We'll talk about it after I meet him. We'll talk business, okay?
Well, I don't know.
Now, what do you need, an okay from him?
Chester? Boss just put him on my truck. He's some kind of relative.
There's something going on between you two.
Me and him? Not jealous, are you, Tiger?
Me jealous of him? Hey, Chester, get out here.
Huh? Yeah, what do you need?
Come on now, I want to talk.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
You're the boss's nephew, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
What's the matter? Can't you get a job on your own?
I guess not.
Uh-huh. Guess not, but you're probably stupid, right? Think you're a big ladies' man, too? That big, beautiful girl in there, huh? Think you're something, huh?
Hey, listen, I kind of busy right now. I haven't got time to play games, okay, man?
Hey, Strangle! Hey, Strangle!
Hey, that's enough. Get out. That's enough. Get out. Get back in your truck. Get over here. Get over here. What do you think you're doing? You want to get arrested?
I've had my share of animals.
Out of your mind showing diamonds around like they were popcorn? Shut up! You're the one that's gonna screw this thing up for us, you and your big mouth! Hey, come on.
You okay?
Yeah, considering I just got attacked by a cyclone.
Somehow I gotta get alone with Fuller.
I'll get Pete to set it up for you.
The one I talked to yesterday's a real gorilla. The only way you're gonna get anything out of him is to kill him.
Yeah, but the other one, the young one, looks real easy to me.
Not easy, but approachable. He's got a beautiful little Oriental wife, a doll of a wife, and she's pregnant.
Mm-hmm. A pregnant doll. I love Oriental porcelain. Exquisite and extremely fragile.
You got radiator trouble?
Yeah. Hi.
Can I give you a lift home?
Nah, it's probably out of your way.
I got no man to go home to.
Let me get my keys, okay? You sound sad.
Hey, come on. Do I look sad?
You know when you smile, you look saddest of all.
Boy, you sure understand women. Your wife's a very lucky girl.
Yeah. I wish somebody would tell that to my mom. All three of us live together.
You and your mother and your wife all in the same house?
A one-bedroom apartment. Belongs to my mom. You know, when I try and be alone with my wife, it's like both of us are illegal aliens.
That sounds awful. Was it your mother's idea that you move in?
Not really. Well, I mean, she suggested it. And it seemed like the right time to say okay. I was just back from Nam with my wife, and my mom meant well. She knew I didn't have any money, and she knew it was going to take me a while to get my union card.
Honey, the world is full of people who mean well. Seems to me you should be moving out pretty soon.
I am. Soon. I got lucky last week.
Yeah?
My wife doesn't even know yet, but I made a down payment on a fantastic place in Rolling Hills.
Woo! That must have been some jackpot.
Yeah.
Well, I better get you home fast.
Except there's a problem.
Yeah?
I wish I could talk about it with my wife.
Well, why don't you?
Oh, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, I know how it goes. Hey, that friend of yours, what a temper.
Oh, he's got his good days and he's got his bad days.
Hey, what the heck? All I took in was $30 the whole day. You want that? He ain't even with me. Shut up! What are you messing with him for?
Come on, you come. Come on!
Yellow pickup truck. I didn't get the license. Sorry. I guess I blew it.
We're not far behind them. We'll see if we can make them. And you better take care of that head of yours.
I didn't finish with Jimmy Fuller.
Roger.
Now, Jimmy, the way I understand it, you took something that you hadn't any business to take. Am I right so far?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You have something of ours, and we want it back. Now, when and where do we get it?
Okay. I knew it was a stupid thing from the beginning.
That's good. Then I take it we can count on you having it for us tonight.
Okay.
What time, like 9 o'clock?
All right.
Where?
The construction site.
You have the uniform, Rio?
Yeah, right here.
By the way, Jimmy, if you had any thoughts of calling the police and perhaps setting a trap for us tonight, I really wouldn't if I were you. Rio here will be keeping watch over you and your exquisite little wife.
Hi, Mom.
Jimmy.
Mom, I'd like you to meet a friend of mine, Mr.
Smith.
Yeah, he's an old Army buddy, and we've got some business to talk about.
Yeah.
Where's mine?
In the kitchen, making a stew. Isn't anybody gonna answer that? Hello? It's for you.
Yeah.
Hello, Jimmy. It's Kenneth.
Oh, yeah, hi.
You okay?
Yeah, things are just great.
Listen, Jimmy, those men you knew, didn't you? What did they want, Jimmy? Jimmy?
I think we got a bad connection, but I can hear you, so go on.
If you're into loan sharks and they're squeezing you, I have a few $100s I could lend you. I want you to know that.
No, thanks, I'm nothing like that.
You want to get together and talk about it someplace?
Yeah, sure, I'd like that. I really would. But I got a guest here, a friend, and my wife's in the kitchen right now cooking dinner.
All right, Jimmy. But if you need any help, I even know a few cops that are practically human, okay?
Okay.
You know, you seem more concerned with protecting these amateur thieves than recovering $1 million in stones and solving a homicide. Now, a man has been murdered.
Chief, our priority all along has been to nail the killers, to get the guys who killed Julian Copeman, but with some kind of evidence that'll stand up in court.
How soon?
I think it's coming to a head tonight, all of it.
Okay, I want a report first thing in the morning.
Yeah, you'll get your report. Pep, do you really think that Fuller's giving it all back?
Yeah. Following which, since he knows who they are now, they'll probably kill him.
Well, can't we stake him out?
They're too smart for all of them to meet him. I figure probably one of them will hang back.
Keep an eye on his wife?
Yeah. Pete, get on Fuller's tail. Get somebody to watch the wife.
All right.
If we can find out where the exchange is going to take place, we could get there first.
And the only other one who knows where the diamonds are is your buddy, the animal.
Who is it?
Your coffee queen. Kenneth? Hi there, Tiger. Can I come in?
Yeah, come on.
Oh, looks like you're going on a trip.
Yeah,
Little vacation?
a little hunting trip.
Huh?
Well, to what do I owe this honor?
I wanted to apologize. I didn't really mean that out by the truck today.
What do you want here?
Well, I wanted to apologize. And, listen, I think your friend Jimmy, I think he's in trouble.
What kind of trouble?
I don't know. His car broke down, see, and I offered to drive him home. He seemed really nervous about something. I don't know, gamblers, loan sharks. I've known a few, but these guys stopped my truck, took Jimmy. I just phoned him. He's all right. Said after tonight, everything's gonna be okay.
How'd you know I lived here?
I talked nice to the foreman.
What else do you know?
Maybe I got this all backwards, but it sounded to me like he's about to lose his life savings. I don't know what it's all about, but I just thought, well, I mean, since you're his buddy and everything, he sounded so desperate. Thought maybe you might want to help him out in some way.
Did he say what time he was going to meet these guys?
No, I think he just said tonight.
Guess I still got time to get there first.
Get where?
Look, I'll be back as soon as I can, right? Now, if you want, you could stay here. We could get together with that guy you mentioned. Deals in, pins and stuff.
Okay.
And maybe we'll have a little business for him tonight. And like I said, baby, I'll do right by you. Right? Now stay here and don't answer the phone.
What do you need that thing for?
The night's full of desperate characters, baby. And I'm one of them.
Yeah, Pete, anybody watching Fuller's house?
No, but 54 said when Over came out, he was alone.
The Latin's still with him.
Forewarned is forearmed.
Say hello to the boss's nephew, Strabo.
Oh, man.
I'm a cop, and you're under arrest. Cuff him, Joe.
Right.
Get your hand off the gun. Take your hand off the gun.
Come on, come on. There we are. Come on, big boy. Over this way.
You little fake! I knew you had no class.
Lower it down, though.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Anytime, Sergeant.
Here's your $1 million. I want you to get him out of here before the professionals show up.
Bill, Looks like the head honcho's not taking any chances.
He'll be back to pick up his buddies. Heads up, we got company.
It's not there.
You think this is some kind of amateur night we're playing? Police, freeze! Hold it right there!
All right, get out of the car. Put your hands up in front where I can see you, too. Hold it! Hold it! Freeze! Drop it! All right, drop it! Drop it!
You're a cop.
Yeah.
Do your job good.
Lucky for you.
Fuller, thanks for your help. I don't know how you got mixed up in this mess, but I guarantee you it'll go in your favor. Let's get down to headquarters.
I guess I should have stuck to the job that I know best, but you know how it is.
Yeah, we know.
Listen, would you call my wife for me and tell her what happened?
Yeah, I'll call her. You do the explaining. Well, I'm not sure. No, I don't know. Oh, hold on. Here he comes now. Listen.
Get off the phone. I want you to help me with my speech to the recruits.
I got CJ on the line.
Oh, you're lucky.
He wants to know what you did to those ham and cheese sandwiches.
What I did to the ham and cheese sandwiches.
Yeah, he said sales went up 75% when you made them.
Tell him instead of American cheese, I used Italian mozzarella.
Mozzarella?
Yeah, you know, it's made from buffalo milk.
CJ, did you ever milk a buffalo?
Pregnant. At first I looked for an abortion, but Minner talked me out of it.
A great-looking couple from Vegas who want to adopt a baby. Well, she wants a kid, and we don't want to screw up her figure.
Go right at him. Drop down as quick as you can and go right at him now.
You ready for a helicopter ride?
Oh, you're taking me to the desert for a long weekend?
No, it's more like the mountains. A small plane went down about an hour ago near Lambria.
Drugs?
Baby peddling. Maybe.
Huh?
Probably.
You want to lay that on me again?
Well, there were 3 women aboard and a pilot. They're all dead. The whole area is strewn with baby clothes, and yet the women aren't visibly pregnant, and they couldn't find any babies. I just talked to the DA's office, Schreiner.
Oh, I've switched him off TV a couple of times.
Yeah, well, he and the department have been looking into this baby thing for a long time. He wants...
Headlines.
Sergeant Crowley?
That's right.
I'm Boswell, Sheriff's Homicide Bureau.
Roosevelt, it's Sergeant Anderson.
How do you do?
I wish my partner looked as good. The plane's a rental out of San Carlos. FAA is sending out an investigative team.
Anything on the victims?
Well, it's a pilot, 2 young girls, a 3rd woman not much older. No survivors, of course. Here are the IDs. That's the pilot, Higgins. The 2 girls.
Oh, they're both from the city. Student body ID cards.
From different schools.
Across town.
It's really kind of strange. Money and maternity clothes all over the place. Could be connected to that ring your department's working on.
How much money did you find?
Well, I picked up at least $2,000 so far. Mostly $100 bills.
It's Valerie.
God.
Sam. Can you talk about it, Sam?
Yeah.
There were 2 other girls on the plane with Valerie. Their names were Tammy Dean and Marilyn Johansson. Do you recognize them at all?
No.
You see, we think...
What?
Well, we think maybe they may have been involved in a baby selling ring.
What are you talking about? What baby selling ring?
We're not sure of anything yet. But the last time I talked to Valerie was at your anniversary party, remember? And she told me how much you both wanted a child. And she also told me about the problem.
Operation.
Yeah, she told me that.
She was coming back so good.
Yeah, I know. She also, she mentioned adoption.
We were on some lists, some waiting lists. We applied.
Yeah, that can take a long time.
Wait a minute, Crowley. Nope.
What are you saying here, huh? Look, there wasn't anything we didn't talk about.
Sam.
Sam, will you take it easy? We're just looking for possibilities. Nobody's suggesting anything.
Do you know why Valerie was on that plane?
No. She said she had the day off. She was going to go visit some friends. Drive. I want in on this with you.
No way, Sam.
No way. Look, this is my wife we're talking about.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, Joe.
Oh, Sam. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what is it, Joe?
Civil Aeronautics people upstairs in the chief's office. He wants to see you up there.
Okay, tell him I'll be up as soon as possible.
Well, he'd like to see you up there now.
Well, your hunch was right. Both of those girls had just given birth. Now, the Doran woman was
Yeah, we know about the hysterectomy. Listen, Doc, both girls have given birth how recently?
within 48 hours.
Really?
What about the pilot?
His liver was pickled. He was much more than just a social drinker, so the alcohol content isn't at all unusual in his type. But the traces of chlorohydrate are.
The pilot was drugged?
Mickey Finn.
Enough to have caused the crash?
No, I'd say so, yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't expect him back for... Hold on. He just walked in. Frank, the call from Mexico on line 2.
Thanks, sweetheart. All right, Wennis, what happened?
Hold on, Frank.
How did the girls get on the plane?
I don't know. They were supposed to go out on a commercial flight.
Your handling of the Higgins thing was stupid. You're rushing to everything headlong. You're down there to exercise total control. You don't do that, we're all in the toilet. You've been there before, Doctor, and this time I'm not pulling you out.
I am in control, Frank. That's why I had to take care of Higgins the way I did. He was getting greedy and threatening. And there was a cop's wife down here looking to do business. She might have been a plant. I'm telling you, Frank, I don't want anything even smelling of cops near me ever again.
No, I'm telling you. From now on, you clear everything with me, understand? Until things ease up here, I'm running both ends of this operation.
I need another.
I could use one, too.
Hey, Sam.
Sam?
Sam, what are you doing here?
I called the bank this morning. Valerie, the day before yesterday, she withdrew some money from our savings. 6,000.
6,000?
Now, look, Bill, if she was doing something about getting a baby, and the pilot was drugged, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That means that they killed my wife. Now, you gotta let me work on this case.
Sam.
Now, look, you see, this is a gasoline fill-up ship from a Mexicali airport here. Now, if they're running a baby-selling operation, it's coming out of Mexico, you see, and
Sam, listen, I don't want you interfering in this case. I spoke to Parks. I'm sorry, Sam, but look, as of this morning, you're relieved of all duties, and I want you to take 2 weeks off.
You really should take a rest, Sam.
How in the hell? Tell me.
Hey, wait a minute, Schweiner. Wait a minute. This distraught guy that you're talking about, the one that keeps butting in, as you put it, this is a man whose wife just got killed in one of the dirtiest businesses around. Now, I told him to lay off. I'm going to tell you the same thing, Schweiner. You lay off. You lay off my team. You lay off me. You lay off this whole case. You understand that until we get it cleaned up, okay? Stupid jerk. Eric.
He just wants to get in the papers.
Yeah, more like the comics.
You know what really blows my butt? When this jerk ran against his superiors in the primaries, I voted for him.
Well, you're weird.
What is that you're drinking?
pumpkin shake.
I'm weird. All right, Pepper, let's get cracking on this thing. Check out the families and friends of the dead girl. See what you can come up with. Joe, Pete, cover the pilot. Background, plane rentals. Talk to San Diego. See if they got anything on illegal flights across the border, okay? Let's go.
Can I hit it up?
Oh, here, Dad.
Thanks, man.
Got a meeting upstairs, and I'm going to go to City College and talk to the people that Valerie worked with.
Okay. Joe?
Yeah?
Sam needs you.
Okay, I'll talk to him.
Hello, Sam.
Cindy?
I'm so sorry.
Cindy, do you know why she was on that plane? Did she tell you anything about it at all?
Oh, Sam. Please don't hate me. It's all my fault. It's all my fault.
Look, now whatever happened, I need your help. Please. Now, was she buying a baby?
Sam, she never told you.
What?
How miserable she was after the operation. She wanted to give you a child so badly.
But to buy one?
Oh, God, she was only going down there to look. Then come back and tell you about it.
She took money out of the bank.
Sam, these people don't even talk to you without seeing money up front.
Who are these people? How'd you find out about them?
I introduced her to this guy, Howard Minter.
Checkout stand. Okay, thank you very much.
Finally made it to the hangar.
Take one up.
Really?
Can you fly?
Sometimes I find.
Hi, fellas.
Greetings.
What kind of plane can I put you in today?
Well, I'm afraid we're gonna have to skip the plane trip. We're from the police department. We're gonna see the manager.
That's me, Ernie Hernandez. I'm the manager, pilot, mechanic, whatever you need.
Take the manager.
What do you want?
Your plane went down in Lambia. Was it November 137 Romeo, Quebec? What can you tell us about it?
It was bad, but we're insured. What else is it to tell?
That pilot, was it Jeff Higgins? Was he a regular customer of yours?
Yeah, he rented a lot. Couldn't keep him out of the sky. You know, some guys are golf nuts. Higgins was a flyer.
How well did you know him?
I had a drink with him once. I guess he loved the sauce, you know, maybe a little too much. But he was a hell of a pilot. Hey, he's ace in the war.
All right.
The big war.
Well, did he ever give you any indications that he was into something shaky?
Not at all. Anything else?
What about flight plans? Don't you have to have those?
They're not mandatory.
Why's that?
Well, you only file them for protection. If you get lost, they come looking for you. Otherwise, this is just like renting a car. You only need to be checked out in the plane and a different license.
Howard? Howard!
I'll get it. wait here. Look, why don't you go, okay? And I'll wait here for you.
Sam.
No, go on. Go on, will ya? Go on.
She needed the money for school. It was her last year. She was so close to getting her degree.
What about Tammy's parents, Janet?
She didn't have any. She didn't have anyone. That's probably why she got pregnant. And then she went to Mexico to have her baby. Then to sell it. And now she's dead.
Do you have any idea how she made the connection?
I don't know.
Where did she get medical care?
I don't know. She mentioned some clinic on Alamino Street.
That's a pretty long stretch.
I don't know. I don't know exactly where it was.
Do you mind if I have that picture? I mean, we looked through her effects. She didn't even have a driver's license.
She couldn't afford a car.
May I help you?
Yes, I'm with the police department. I'm Sergeant Anderson. I'd like to see the medical records of a girl who might have been a patient here recently.
Yes, certainly. What's her name?
Her last name is Dean, Tammy Dean. She was killed the day before yesterday in a plane crash with 3 other people.
Oh, yes, I read about that. I don't recognize the name. Of course, there were a few who used, aliases.
Yeah. Would this help? This is her picture.
Well, Sergeant, I'm head nurse here, and I know all of the girls, and I've never seen this one before.
How about this one, Marilyn Johansson?
Is she the other girl in the crash?
Yes.
I know I'm no help to you at all, but she's never been here either. I'm sure you've tried other clinics in the area.
A couple so far.
I don't know what to say, except that if I get some information from some of the girls or friends of mine at the other clinics, I'll certainly let you know.
Oh.
I will. May I have your card?
Yes, of course. That'll be a big help.
It's no trouble, believe me.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Jeannie?
Hello. You Miss Lewis?
Yes?
I'm Bill Crowley with the police department. I'm a friend of Sam Doran's. I'd like to talk to you about Valerie. You mind?
All right.
Can I sit down?
Yes.
You see, we're investigating Valerie's death. I thought maybe...
Look, I already told Sam everything I know.
When did you talk to Sam?
Just a while ago.
Where? Here? Was he here?
Yes.
Where's he now?
I took him to see the man who arranged the plane flight for Valerie.
And what happened?
Wasn't there.
Where's Sam now?
Waiting for him. I told him I didn't think it was a
What's
good
the
idea.
address?
1400 Bundine Circle.
50 to 52 requesting black and white assistance, 1400 Bundine Circle.
You got two choices, Minter. Okay, either you take me to the head peddler or you can take your last breath.
Look, I said it!
Now you gonna take me to your scum friends?
I don't know what you're talking about. Like I'm gonna kill the cop. I am the cop.
Now what is it gonna be? You got a car?
It's out back. Let's move it.
Hey, guys. I'm Sergeant Crowley. Look, here's what's happening. We may have a little trouble in 328. Do me a favor, take the rear here, but if anybody comes out, hold them. Don't shoot anybody. I don't want anybody hurt.
Get him.
Come on, out you drive.
Sam?
Get in!
How's Sam?
He's fighting hard. Well, I'm sorry. This is Sergeant Pepper Anderson, Cindy Lewis.
Yes, hi, we met at Val's that time.
This is so crazy. Minter said he was helping people, not hurting anyone.
Cindy, how did you get involved in all this?
I'm pregnant. He's married. At first I looked for an abortion, but Minter talked me out of it. He said he could help me and other people.
How?
He said he knew this agency that could place the baby, give me free medical care, a trip to Mexico. They'd pay all the expenses, and they'd pay me $1,200, which, like most everybody else, I can use. I mean, I know that's a crass way of putting it, but
This agency, what's it called?
Lifeline.
Lifeline?
What do you know about them?
I've heard they place the babies in good homes, couples with money, mainly here in Southern California and in Arizona, Colorado, Nevada. They'll even fly babies anywhere.
What are you doing here? Anybody see you come in?
No, listen. I need help. I gotta get out of here. I just shot a cop.
You what? Are you crazy, man? The heat's crawling all over the place because of the crash.
Look, you gotta get me out of town.
Yeah, I sure do. Come on.
You must appreciate the delicacy of the situation, Phil. We offer a very special kind of service with extremely fragile merchandise. And in the current market conditions, prices bottom out at $10,000. And that's rock bottom. When were you thinking? Excuse me, Phil.
Hernandez is on line 1. He says it's an emergency.
What is it, Ernie?
Yeah, boss, it's Minery. He killed a cop.
Where is he now?
He's in the storeroom. He wants to get out of town. Okay. Fine.
Now, come on, Phil. Let's breathe some life into this situation,
Is it okay?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Oh, man. I don't care where they put me.
You okay?
I can't tell you how for nearly 4 months I've hated going back to this empty apartment.
Cindy, why didn't Valerie arrange to adopt your baby?
Val and I talked about it, but we were afraid we were too close. And she thought I might want it back someday.
Think that might have happened?
I don't know.
That's how this rotten business gets started. It starts with bewildered, frightened young girls like you, pregnant girls, and can end up with lifelong victims.
I'm not a victim.
Well, maybe you're not. But what about the babies? What about all the babies who can't protect themselves? They're bought and sold, sometimes with less care than livestock. Let's face it, Cindy, the bottom line is it's no different from slavery.
Crowley, yeah. Good, put him on. Pep, come here, I want you to hear this.
Buenas noches, Sergeant Crowley. Lieutenant Garcia here. I have some of the information that you wished.
Fine. Lieutenant, listen, I put you on the speakerphone because I got Sergeant Anderson here. She's listening in. She's working on the case with us.
Fine, fine. First, you were right. Higgins had several drinks at the airport bar before the flight. There were a few people there that could have placed the drug in his drinks. Second, one man recalls that Higgins was seated at the bar with a young woman when he was approached by 2 other American girls who asked him to take them along.
You mean they just hitched a ride?
Apparently. Their plane was delayed.
And since Higgins knew them, he agreed.
Anything else?
There have been rumors about the sale of babies in this area. We will continue to investigate.
Okay, Lieutenant. Thanks very much. We'll be looking forward to hearing from you.
Nos hablamos. Hasta luego, Sergeant Crowley.
Well, looks like we're going to have to build ourselves a bridge between here and Mexicali.
Pepper. Now, picture this. A great-looking couple from Vegas who want to adopt a baby.
Us.
Us.
Okay, so I'm a showgirl from Vegas and you're?
I'm your very rich husband. Let's see. I own motels. Lots of them.
Waterbeds?
No, this is a class act.
Okay, so how do we duke ourselves in?
I'll contact Las Vegas PD, get a rundown on one of the agency's fly-by-night operations, get the background, and just try cold duke in.
What about names?
Names. I'm Tom Ralston. You're my wife, Melissa.
Melissa? No, there was one in high school. She got away with football captain.
How does Bernice grab you?
Bernice?
Well, when I was captain of the high school football team, Bernice used to grab
Bernice.
me.
Okay. Bernice.
Mr. Armitage's office?
Mr. Who?
Armitage.
Oh, I must have dialed the wrong number. I wanted the... What is it, Tom?
It's the Lifeline Agency, honey.
The Lifeline Agency.
Who's calling, please?
Are you sure I have the right number? I'm Mrs. Ralston, Bernice Ralston, calling from Las Vegas. And are you sure I didn't dial the wrong?
You have the right office, Miss Ralston.
Oh, it's Mrs.
Is there something that we can do for you?
Yes, we're interested in getting a baby.
I see.
Tom and I hear that you are a placement outfit, agency, right?
Mrs. Ralston, may I ask, by whom were you referred to us?
The Helping Hand people here in Vegas. They say that you help out in situations like this, couples who are anxious to have a baby.
Yes. We're unique in that we can avoid the usual complications and delays. Of course, we would have to meet with you and Mr. Ralston.
No problem. You can send somebody here anytime you want to, and we'll be glad to talk to them.
I'm afraid it has to be the other way around. We always interview our clients here.
Tommy.
Yeah, honey?
They want us to go see them.
Oh, why is that, honey?
It's their policy, and they're not going to send a baby here.
Well, you tell them I'll fly my plane down there and pick them up myself, honey.
Honey, please.
Oh, I guess so.
Tommy says wonderful.
Good. If you can give me your phone number and address in Las Vegas, Mr. Ralston's occupation, things like that, and when it would be convenient for you to fly out and discuss the details. The head of our agency.
Mr. Armitage, I'm Tom Ralston.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Ralston.
Pleasure's mine, sir. This here is Mrs. Ralston.
A real pleasure.
Thank you.
Well, can I make you a drink?
I can go for a little straight scotch.
Well, please, make yourself comfortable.
Honey, one for me, too?
You sure, sweetheart?
Yes.
You know how you get? Better make that two. Better make hers on the rocks.
Of course. How was your flight?
Bumpy.
Well, perhaps these will help. Let's see, that's one straight.
There you go.
And one on the rocks.
You make a heck of a bartender there, Mr. Armitage.
Thank you.
Here's to the little mother.
Oh, you're so sweet to me.
Because you're so sweet to me.
Well, how come you're not sweet to me like that, partner?
You got a few things missing, buddy.
Really?
So, when do we get to see them? Where are they?
The babies? Well, they're at a clinic some distance from here. And, of course, there are certain things that we'll have to attend to first, certain screening processes.
There weren't supposed to be any complications.
Well, I'm sure you can understand there are certain
Mr.
problems.
Armitage. How much?
Well, now, that, of course, depends upon your needs.
Well, she wants a kid, and we don't want to screw up her figure.
A boy.
Oh, yeah, it's got to be a boy. And let me tell you something. It's got to be from good stock. No runts or rannies. You know what I mean?
We're very careful.
Uh-huh. How much?
30,000. Half in advance.
Please, honey.
Well, it better be a winner.
I'm sure you'll be very pleased.
Yeah. How soon can you put it together?
I'll begin immediately. Meanwhile, I'll have you driven back to your hotel.
Well, that was short and sweet. Thanks for the drink.
My pleasure.
Listen, do the best you can, all right? I gotta get back to Vegas.
Of course.
Come on, Bernie.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Armitage.
Bye.
Thank you.
Honey?
Oh, sorry.
Wow.
They smell good for it, Rita. I want you to handle this personally while I check them out from top to bottom. Go with them.
Thank you. There you go. Oh, here goes Red.
Good morning.
Hello.
Morning.
Morning.
Great day for a flight, huh?
Yeah, the weather's cleared up very well.
It's like back home.
Hi.
Is that the plane we're flying in?
That's the plane.
Kind of small, isn't it, honey?
Oh, it's a first-class airplane.
Is that the regular plane you use all the time?
That's the one. Yep. Did you bring the envelope, as they say?
Yeah. It's right off the press.
Brand new, fresh, crisp $100 bills.
Very impressive.
Yeah, well, I don't mess around.
Neither do we. Miss Vaughn will go with you and make sure that your trip is both pleasant and rewarding. Have a pleasant flight.
Okay, thanks very much.
Oh, Ernie! Let's get this very good project off the ground.
Shall we go?
This is a regular plane you use, huh?
We're lucky to have Ernie on this flight. He's from Baja California and knows the area thoroughly.
Yes, but can he fly?
Ah, they're coming after all.
Who was that?
Our chief nurse and two of our expectant mothers. They'll be traveling with us.
Honey, I just have to get off my feet. Help me into the plane, will you?
What's your head, babe? What's the matter, baby?
Ryder is the head nurse from one of the clinics. She can blow this whole thing.
You get your dark glasses?
Yeah. Here.
Do that.
Oh, hi, Rita.
Hello.
Mary, Helen.
Hello,
Come on.
girls.
I want you to get on board now. You're going to have a great trip. Everything is going to be just fine. You hear? We got to take good care of them, Rita.
Of course. Oh, Mrs. Harris, this is Mr. Ralston. Girls.
I'm happy to know you, Mr.
Nice to know
Ralston.
you.
Was that your wife I saw just getting on the plane?
Yes, ma'am. Why?
Because no matter whichever baby she chooses, I know she's going to be very pleased. And if she's not, I'll hear from her as soon as you both get back.
Aren't you going with us?
Me? Oh, no, I'm scared to death of anything smaller than a 747.
That's too bad. It's nice meeting you.
You'll be on your way just as soon as I get this luggage on board.
Here, let me take care of that for you.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Believe me, it's my pleasure, ma'am.
You have a nice trip.
These prices had better be. It's a nice lady.
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't get to meet her.
Me too.
Everybody comfortable?
We're all ready.
Air detection, please.
Well, I'll have to give the feds credit. They got a good set of mechanical ears.
Give me the radar room, please.
Lieutenant Garcia, about how far south is it effective?
Oh, we could track them to Panama if we have to.
Hello.
Hello? This is Lieutenant Garcia in Mexicali.
Yes, Lieutenant, this is radar in San Diego. We expect the transfer in about 20 minutes.
What do you have on our surveillance aircraft?
If they're heading south, we'll give them to you as soon as they get south of the border.
Right. Well, we can expect a transfer to San Diego Center in about 20 minutes.
Muy bien.
And it won't be long now, gentlemen. Radar shows him southbound. LAX Center will transfer them to us just west of San Clemente. And then we will know this place where they sell babies.
Oh.
Hey. Hey, well, this is nice.
Oh, it's good to be back on the ground.
Yeah.
Are you feeling better?
Oh, yeah.
Are you, honey? How's that flat little tummy? Not
Well,
queasy?
we're lucky, you know, we had such a smooth flight. Sometimes coming over the hills, it's really very bumpy.
Oh, yeah?
Well, it was pretty bumpy that time. But I'm all right.
I'll show you your accommodations.
Miss Vaughn,
Yes.
may I speak to you for just a moment, please?
Of course.
Please, forgive me.
Why don't you folks wait for me inside?
We'll do that.
Yes, ma'am.
I think Alice would top 8.5 on the breathalyzer.
She must know the pilot.
Only way to fly. Hello.
How are you?
Radar reports the plane has landed at these coordinates, in this vicinity. That's about a 20-mile area.
Well, that sure narrows it down.
My pilot and I know it very well. We will find it.
He sure takes his time.
He's a very busy man.
Well, so is Tom.
Honey,
and
if the man is busy, the man is busy. So cool.
I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. I'm Dr. Wyness, chief of the medical staff here.
Doctor, this is Mr.
Dr.
Ralston.
Wyness, I'm Tom Ralston.
It's a pleasure. I hope your accommodations are comfortable.
They're fine. This here is Mrs. Ralston.
Pleasure.
Bernice. My name is Bernice.
As I explained, they're interested in getting a very special baby.
Well, the best way to select one is with your heart.
Well, what do you say, Bernie? You get the pick of the litter.
Well, honey, my heart just doesn't see anything I like. They all kind of look like prunes.
Huh? What do you say, Doc? Is this it?
Well, it takes about 2 weeks for him to fill out and have that beautiful look that we're all so used to.
But 2 of our girls are due tonight, or tomorrow.
Good. We'll see how well they do.
But you must understand, Mrs. Ralston, all newborns look pretty much alike.
Well, you must understand, Miss Vaughn. My wife just doesn't want any of these. So we'll wait around for the right little fellow, okay?
That's right. What can we do around here? I feel like a burrito, honey. Or are there some sights we could see?
What is there to see, Doc?
Well, perhaps you'd like to see our beach. It's lovely.
Could we, honey?
Yeah, you can go walk on the beach.
Alice, would you?
Yes. Let me show you the way. Please follow me.
Thanks, Doc.
See you later.
Okay, Hotshot. Now that we got rid of the nursey, you want to tell me what all that eyeballing was about between you and the doctor?
Yeah, I'll tell you. The doctor and I know each other. He hasn't placed me yet, but he's working on it. Big surprise. He's a wholesale butcher who got his license yanked about 6 years ago. Had an abortion clinic in the valley, and quite a few of his patients died.
And you helped nail it.
Small world, huh?
I hope it's small enough for Pete and Joe to find us.
Mr. Ralston, Mrs. Ralston.
Yeah.
The doctor wanted me to tell you.
Oh, one of the girls is having the baby?
No, not yet. We gotta let nature take its time. But he was worried about you being bored, you know, and didn't want that to happen, seeing how important you are. He thought maybe you and the missus would like to go out on a boat and see the bay.
Yeah, sure, that sounds good.
All right, let's.
Okay, follow me.
Darling.
It's beautiful out here, isn't it?
Yeah, just like in movies. Ah, the wind, the sky, the spray ruining my hair again.
The sharks?
What?
These waters are full of sharks.
Oh, you're kidding.
I'm not kidding.
He smiles like one.
I'm just glad Dr. Frankenstein didn't recognize you.
Maybe I'm not that memorable.
I'd be very embarrassed to have you think that, Sergeant Anderson. You're most memorable. Even after these many years, 6, isn't it? 6 very long years. But that's unpleasant reminiscence. Unfortunately, you've intruded into my exile, prosperous, but sometimes lonely exile. Now, I'd appreciate it if you'd turn around. Now, turn around. Walk. Don't stop.
Go right at him. Drop down as quick as you can and go right at him, man.
Pep.
Uno se cayó al agua.
Looks all right now.
Hey, Pep, hang on!
It's kind of pretty here. Sam, I didn't tell you. We found Minder's body washed up on a beach. Listen, I know it's no consolation to you, but we got an airtight case against the rest of these guys. For sure.
Bill, you and Pepper, at least it'll happen that much less.
Let's hope so.
Thanks.
It's a hell of a problem.
How are you feeling?
Okay.
Have you made a decision yet?
No. He made it for me. He kicked for the first time today.
Can you tell us about the people he worked with?
Dad called him the mongoose.
The mongoose?
And you gotta know that he's working with somebody right inside your own department.
Conspiracy to commit gambling.
I got a 14-year-old kid out there looking for his father's killer.
Jack, you gotta slow down.
Pepper.
Hey, Lee.
Bill.
Gee, been a little while, huh?
It's good of you to come.
Gee.
You come without asking what it is I want. You are good friends. Chin? Yet go Chashuman.
You know, Lee, I think Crowley would use any excuse to come in here for your pork fried noodles.
That's what I ordered.
Oh, I think he's part Chinese.
Lee, you got a problem, right?
I need some help. My grandson. He's 17. Been gone 3 months now.
3 months? Well, why did you wait till now to call us?
Because it's a family problem. But after 3 long months, I call you now. His mother, she's very sick, and I'm worried.
You've not heard a word from him for 3 months, right?
No.
What's his name, Lee?
Harriam Kwan. Nothing to be alarmed about. It's to be expected.
Gambler?
It'll be all right. You know, my people, they gamble in the back. And the police, they do their job?
It's perfect at 10. We're on the way to the station with 14 suspects. All right, let's move out.
Hey, listen, I sure hope you don't do anything to the cooks back there, because I got an order of pork fried noodles working.
Crowley, how are you?
Good, how are you?
How's it going, Wagner?
Hey, Pepper. Well, what is the first team doing in these back alleys? Surely it can't be the fine cuisine in this dump.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, it must be pretty slow down there, huh? You guys got nothing to do except hassle old men?
Oh, now, wait a minute. This is a commercial operation. Advice gets a lot of heat if we don't take these games. Besides, it's not that easy. So what are you doing here?
Mr. Kwan's grandson is missing. He was just telling us about it.
Well, he'll turn up. Probably running with one of the gangs. These people have really gotten out of hand. No offense.
They're all loaded up now. What about this guy?
Yeah, book him. Like I said, it's not that easy. See, that guy, he's a lookout. Anybody suspicious comes in here, he pushes a button behind that counter, and bingo, the game is over.
And by the time you get in the back, it's chess and checkers and chopsticks, huh?
Right. Councilman?
All right. Everyone well?
Yeah. All right, hold it up a minute. Mr. McCormick here would like to say a few words. Councilman.
Thank you. Now, you all know how I feel about organized gambling in this city. Not only is it illegal, but it also breeds other forms of crime.
Politician.
Prostitution, corruption. And then again, you all know this. So let me just say that I stopped by to say, keep up the good work. The very good work. Thank you.
Your lieutenant explained to me about how you took the lookout. I'd call that good old police technique, Sarge.
McCormick, why don't you can all that crud you dished out in there and save it till next year when you run for re-election?
Did you have any problems?
Fine.
You sure you got him?
The tickets? I got them. Now, hot dog, about our bet. I'll tell you what. I'll give you the Rams in 3.
I got the Rams, but with 7.
7? The spread is 3. What are you trying to do, hustle me? All right, you bandit. You got 7. Now let's get going before we miss the kickoff.
Dad? Thanks.
Why? I still got a good bet with 7.
I mean, thanks for giving up your golf today. I know about the tournament. Mr. Bain called while you were in the shower.
Well, I'll tell you something, bandit. Something dumb. But I'd rather spend Sunday with you than play golf in the Masters. Now let's get... Wait a minute, where's the radio? Go get the radio. Man.
All the excitement of the big game. An afternoon that was made to order and a huge sellout crowd. You know, fans, both teams come in today with winning streaks, and the survivor will take that giant stride toward the
Hey, Paul. Glad communications got a hold of you two. Some mess, huh?
Anybody in that thing?
Curtis Forrester.
The reporter?
Right.
You got any suspects?
We just got started. That's his kid over there. He was standing near the house when it happened.
Your kid saw it happen?
Yeah. I need someone to question him and then transport him over to Barton Hall.
Barton Hall? Paul, are you crazy? You can't let a kid go through an experience like this and then dump him at Barton Hall. What are you thinking about?
That's terrible.
What about his family? Has he got any relatives?
That's the problem. There is no one. His mother died 2 years ago. We've already contacted probation. He's got to go to Barton Hall until they can line up a foster place, home.
So meanwhile, we just question the kid, then dump him at the hall, is that it?
Paul, can't you just turn him over to juvenile?
Pepper, what I need is a woman's touch. You're the only female investigator that's not tied up today. Juvenile's got no one available. I'd like to help the kid, Pep, but his old man was a reporter.
He might have been onto something big. You're it, and that's all there is to it.
All right. We'll question him, but we're not going to dump him off at that place like a piece of baggage. Want to talk?
This is it?
Yes, it is. Bill, where are we going?
Not here.
Probation while he's here. I mean, the boy's been through hell. It could be weeks before he's able to open up to anybody. You know, it's just gonna take a while for him to face what's happened.
Why don't you take this in and talk to him?
The department is gonna come down in the middle of your back for hiding him here, and you forget it's not our case. It's homicides. How quickly you forget.
Go in and talk to him. Here.
Do you like some hot chocolate? Jeff, we need your help to find out whoever is responsible for your father's death. We know how terrible you feel and how much he meant to you, but we need your help. Jeff?
Yeah, I found some marshmallows.
Oh.
Want one?
Yeah, I like to watch them melt.
What about you, Jeff? Jeff, we think your dad was mixed up in something pretty big. You have any idea what it could have been? I mean, I really want to catch the guy that did that to your dad. And I promise you something, I will. But I can't do it by myself. We need your help, Jeff. Will you help us?
I'll help you. I want to help you.
Son, do you know what your dad was working on? What kind of a story?
No. He didn't talk about it much. He used to talk with Mom, but...
It's okay, Jeff. It's okay. Can you tell us about the people he worked with?
You mean on his own?
Yeah.
He had an informant. He used to talk with him on the telephone. They used to meet all the time.
Do you know his name, where he lived, anything like that?
No. Dad called him the Mongoose.
The Mongoose?
He asleep?
Yeah.
Nice kid.
He's a good kid, isn't he?
Did you ever turn the heat on in this place?
You cold?
Yeah, I'm always cold.
I'll get you some hot coffee.
You know something?
What?
I saw a side of you I never noticed before tonight.
Oh, like what? Like I make cold coffee?
No, that you'd make a good father.
Yeah?
Yeah. Jeff got a lot of strength from you.
Do you know what time it is? I can't make it. I want to go to bed.
I haven't finished this.
Well, I'm going to give you the keys to the car. Pick us up in the morning, okay?
You got an extra bathrobe? I love to sleep in men's bathrobes.
Yes? I'm from the probation department. Sergeant Crowley?
No, Sergeant Pepper Anderson.
I'm Mary Snyder, juvenile probation officer. I've come for the boy. You realize you were supposed to transport him to Barton Hall last night. The boy is here.
Yes, he is here. I made some coffee. Why don't
You don't have to explain your behavior to me, Sergeant. This is a juvenile court order for the return of Jeffrey Forrester.
Hey, Pep, how about...
Bill, this is Mary...
Snyder. I'm with probation. I've explained to your friend why I'm here.
The boy's asleep.
Would you please wake him?
Look, we've just begun to get through to him about his father. If you would try to understand.
I'm afraid I do. You see, I have to make a complete report about all this. My only concern is the well-being of the child.
This Miss Snyder and there, Jeff's going to try to find you a really good temporary home. But things are going to work out, okay? Let me tell you something. I give you my word. We're going to catch him.
Sergeant Crowley, I just want you to know that my dad was a good reporter because he could relate to people. He could put himself in their shoes, take on their problems. My mom told me that once. She was right. I just wanted to thank you and Sergeant Anderson, for being like him and being with me last night.
Where is Jeff? I called everywhere.
He's with the probation department. They're trying to find him a suitable home.
A suitable home?
That's right, sir.
Mrs. Longley, find out who the chief probation officer is and get him on the line. I thought a Lieutenant Salvino of homicide was assigned this case.
That's right. He is. We're assisting him. Mr. Bain, could you tell us what Forrester was working on? What stories?
He was working on several assignments.
Like what?
Consumer fraud, a profile on bank robbers.
Yeah? What else?
Corruption in city government.
Involving who?
I don't know.
Kurt was the best guy here, and you people know it. And when he was on standard assignments, he touched base with me. But when he was into something big, he'd go full bore and alone till he had his facts.
Which of these would you consider routine?
Consumer fraud.
Who's the mongoose?
What?
Jeff mentioned that his father was working with somebody called the mongoose. Who is that, Mr. Bain?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Now, if you do, this is hardly the time to remind us of freedom of the press.
Sergeant Anderson, Kurt was more than just an employee here. He was a close personal friend. And this paper would go to any extreme to find his killer.
Then why did you look away when we mentioned the mongoose?
Well, this mongoose, as Kurt chose to call him, was just a faceless name to me, to all of us here. We don't know who he is.
Then how did they communicate?
Well, this mongoose would call and set up appointments. That much I do know.
Mongoose always phoned Forrester?
Right. And then they'd obviously meet and, Oh, yes, put him on. Mr. Olin? Yes, I'm calling about Jeff Forrester. When? Keep me posted. If there's anything this paper can do, call me. Jeff's run away.
Crowley, what in the hell are you up to?
Oh, I'm just screwing around here, Captain, tightening up the pencil sharpener.
Don't get cute with me. That boy, you took him to your apartment, didn't you, instead of Barton Hall? You and your partner.
Which partner? I'm kind of heavy on partners.
I said don't get cute.
Yeah, well, Captain, let me tell you something. Now, what I do in my off-duty hours is my business. You got no right to even question about my personal life.
When you violate the rules and subject the department to outside criticism and interfere with an important investigation, I've got every right. Now, Crowley, I'm telling you, you take those files back to homicide, give them to Salvino, and you get out of this. And stay out of Chinatown. You could have lost up that raid, too.
Now, what do you guys have? Would you steal his holster or something?
Hey, what's the matter?
Bet I know what that was all about. Guess I should have gone home.
I thought it was legal between consenting adults.
Me too.
What's the matter? You guys got nothing to do? Joe, take this file down to Salvino. No, both of you. Get over to Juvenile and see if you can help him locate that kid.
Park say we were in on this?
Nope.
I need some help, Mr. Bain.
Jeff, where are you?
My dad worked with someone called the Mongoose. I want to meet him. I need his telephone number so that I can...
Jeff, listen. The police will find him. You stay right where you are, and I'll send someone to pick you up. Now, give me your location.
I can't, Mr. Bain. Now, will you give me the number, please?
I don't have it, Jeff. Now, where are you?
Well, I'm not in any home, I'll tell you that.
All right, Morris, how about it?
Look, Bill, like I told you before, you don't give me the court order, I cannot give you the tolls. Now, I'm sorry, but that's company
Morris,
policy.
like I told you before, Pepper is with the judge right now. She'll be here any minute.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, hell, I got a 14-year-old kid out there looking for his father's killer. I want Forrester's tolls, Morris, and I want them now.
Bill, please, sit down, relax, huh?
You talk about your red tape. What'd you do, stop for lunch?
No, but the judge did.
All right, let's go, Morris. Read it later, will you?
Listen, if you want all the subscriber information here, it's going to take a while.
We'll wait.
This is the Wikisix.
He's got to be one of these 6 phone numbers.
We'll try him. First, I want to check that house, in case Jeff might be there.
You know, you're sticking your neck way out in this one. Why? Homicidal. Look at that. That's Forrester's house. 12Y50, requesting fire units to 1338 Sunshine Terrace.
There's a van pulling out. Let's get it.
12Y50, 12Y50, requesting a clear frequency. We're in pursuit of a possible arson suspect from 1338 Sunshine Terrace. You got that?
Roger.
Take it a little easy, huh, Bill? Uh, 12Y50, suspect's vehicle is a 68 Ford van, light blue, license number, can you see it, Bill?
143.
License number 143.
Peter Charlie Edward.
Peter Charlie Edward. 12Y50 requesting a traffic unit. We had a little accident. Crowley was driving, of course. We're at the end of Sunshine Terrace in a ravine. Would you believe it? Suspect last seen heading westbound on Trent. You gotta change your driving habits.
Get out of the car.
Michael said it was definitely arson.
Yeah.
Quote, we could have parked a rig right on top of this place and it still would have burned to the ground. End of quote.
Who'd the van finally come back to?
Joe's running it now.
Bill.
What?
Hey, you turkeys. I thought you ordered off this case.
Oh,
That's right.
yeah,
Listen,
we were
why don't you
close
tell your
by, so
boss-
I asked Bill to swing by and check, okay?
Well, okay. But the old man's on his way, and I'd clear out if I were you.
Hey, Bill. That van was stolen out of Las Vegas. Radio car just located it 6 blocks west of here.
What about the driver?
No luck, but they recovered 2 empty gas cans.
They called Prince?
They're en route.
What else can happen to this kid? Yeah, okay. That's fine.
We got the toll calls.
Good, that was Bain. Jeff called.
Where is he?
He doesn't know. The kid's out there looking for the mongoose. So let's start making his calls.
I'd like to speak to the mongoose, please. Right, the mongoose. No, I'm not kidding. Yeah, well, you do the same, pal.
Yeah.
Mongoose?
What is this?
Police officer. I want to talk to you.
Man, you gotta be crazy. I can't meet you. I'm being watched.
Okay, then I'll come meet you.
You know where I live?
Look, buddy, I told you I'm a cop. I've already run your number. Sure, I know where you live.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, but not here. You know, a synagogue at 8 in Oxford. Tonight, 7 o'clock. You and be alone.
You, Jerome?
How did you know? Right. The telephone company, huh? It's all right. That ain't my real name anyway. Forrester picked that one out. The real Jerome Stallings, was killed. Traffic accident.
And you're who?
Mongoose. That's enough, Mongoose.
What was Forrester into?
Man, for all I know, man, you got to be a part of the whole thing.
Part of what whole thing?
Corruption. That's what Forrester called it. That's all I know.
Look, pal, now you get to the bottom line, or we're going to go down to the station, trench, and then we'll find out just who you really are. You get my message?
Right. John McCormick, your esteemed councilman, is in debt. He's a big loser. Some local bookies, some that ain't so local.
And what?
And he's getting paid off. A big gambling syndicate to keep the heat off of Chinatown. It's a Chinese syndicate. And you gotta know that he's working with somebody right inside your own department.
Where's the boy?
I don't know. I never met him. Why?
He's run away. You think he could be in any danger?
Not unless he's got his father's file.
What would be in the files?
Well, I was able to get a hold of the Councilman McCormick's markers. Now, just by themselves, that wouldn't look too pretty in front of a grand jury, right?
There he is.
You want to tell him first about his grandson?
Yeah.
You have news of my grandson.
Lee, we have some bad news for you. Your grandson's dead, Lee.
He was found in San Francisco, a drug overdose.
It is as I feared. I have relatives there that can bring him home.
Is there anything we can do?
No. I have already caused you both much trouble. I will tell his mother. It is a family matter.
Lee, there's another young boy who's in trouble. His father was murdered, and I'm afraid that some of your people are involved. We need your help, Lee.
What can I do?
Good evening. How's the Shui Mai tonight?
Please, come with me.
You're all under arrest. Everybody freeze. Get your hands above the table. Steve, come in and tell him, will you?
Mọi người, ngồi như này này, nào, ai, gặp anh Joe xong lại đổ bốc.
Larry, cover that door, will you? They're gonna get their names. Everybody's name.
Anything's gonna happen?
Something better happen soon. I'd sure hate to have to explain this raid to Parks.
I hate to have to explain anything to that hardhead.
Come out.
Looks like somebody's making a move.
You're in charge of this?
That's right.
Let's go outside. You've made a grave mistake.
Oh, yeah? How do you figure that?
This is not the night we agreed for a raid.
Uh-huh. Well, I tell you, I'm taking all these people in, and that includes the money.
You people must be new to Vice. Why don't we talk? My name is Fong. Being new, you should not get what the others get. Yet.
Well, what do you think we should get?
$500 a week for all.
500?
For everybody? Does that sound fair to you? Why don't you show Mr. Fong what you got in your purse?
Mr. Fong, we'd like your help with a little matter we're investigating.
Yes, I will do it. Okay, thank you. How can I help you?
I'd like to see either Sergeant Anderson or Sergeant Crowley.
I'm sorry, they're both out. Can I help you?
Can I have a pencil?
Will a pen do?
Sure.
Front desk, Officer Boyer speaking. I'll have you transferred to burglary or theft. Thank you.
Could you please give this to Sergeant Crowley? It's very important.
Okay, let's go. I got places to go and people to see.
You should learn to better schedule your time. Or when we hurry, we are more prone to mistakes. You're a regular fortune cookie, you know that? Well, hey, you guys. For a minute, I thought you were a couple of 211 artists. What are you doing here?
We were about to ask you the same thing.
Meeting a snitch.
What's in the sack, Jack?
Lychee nuts. A friend I know likes them, and
What a whip.
You like lychee nuts?
You know, that was real stupid of you.
I bet you had more smarts than this, Wagner. Okay, you got it. You're under arrest.
Crowley, I have read every manual there is on interrogation. You're wasting your time. Book me.
what's criminal conspiracy doing on this anyway? I mean, where's internal affairs, huh?
Oh, I get it. Conspiracy to commit gambling. Well, that's worth about a $50 fine.
What about conspiracy to commit murder?
You crazy? You know what a guy gets when we bust him for gambling? A $10 fine. The law is a joke. Nobody cares. So when I got offered $100 a week to do the same thing I've been doing for 5 years, well, why not? But get off this thing about murder.
Did you know Curtis Forrester?
Sure, a hell of a nice guy.
Well, we think your politician friend may have killed him. Or had him killed.
McCormick, come on.
He was about to expose him, Wagner. And your involvement in Chinese gambling interests.
Crazy.
You believe this? You recognize that?
Sure, it's McCormick's phone number, so.
These are Forrester's tolls. He phoned McCormick 3 days before he was killed.
Obviously to confront him with the story.
My name is Jeff Forrester. My dad was Curtis Forrester. Yes, he had your name and number in an appointment book of his. Could we meet someplace? I have to talk to you. Yes, sir? Okay. Thank you.
Crowley, I won't bore you with specifics. Do you have any idea what you're doing?
Pepper, bring in those tapes, will you?
Being new, you should not get what the others get. $500 a week, or all.
500?
I'm sorry, Chief. We just don't know who was involved.
Bill?
Excuse me, I don't mean to be rude, but Mr. Mossman here. I mean, what is the Attorney General's interest in this case?
Forrester went to them, for obvious reasons.
I've been studying your techniques, Sergeant. Do you conduct all your investigations in this fashion?
In what fashion?
Unilaterally?
I think the important thing right now is to get the job done. And we got two immediate problems. Find Jeff Forrester and bust McCormick. Yeah, Joe, what do you want?
Excuse me. Forrester boy left it at the desk for you.
Sergeant Crowley, I have most of my dad's files. I'm going to meet with someone who may help. I'll keep in touch. Sorry I missed you, Jeff. Joe, you and Pete get a team together. Check every hotel in the downtown area.
What kept you?
Fong was late. Taking care of it. There won't be any more.
What's that supposed to mean, Wagner?
Well, it's simple. We had an agreement. I take care of the games. You keep everything in line.
Well, Councilman, you went too far. It seems you're involved in a murder. Curtis Forrester?
You've been smoking some of that weed that you boys confiscate.
I know he talked to you. I've seen his tolls. And I know he was about to give us some big headlines.
Mr. McCormick,
Mm-hmm.
I have a warrant to search your residence.
Well, that's it.
Yeah, now let's see what the lie detector says about Councilman McCormick. Hey, Rob. So, what do you think?
Our councilman is being very cooperative. Oh, I avoided any area that could jeopardize your gambling conspiracy.
Notice that. Thanks.
What about Forrester's murder?
Oh, he's clean, Pepper. They never met. Forrester did phone to set up an appointment. McCormick thought it was about a story on his good record in fighting crime.
But McCormick and Forrester never met.
That's right.
Okay, thanks, Rob.
Yeah, thanks.
Listen, call Bain's office. See if you can come up with any more background on Forrester's assignments.
What about robbery, homicide? You want me to call them?
Pepper, just call Bain's office, okay?
Okay, Forrester was here on the 19th.
Mr. Hawley, what was his primary interest with the Bureau?
He was writing an article on the futility of robbing banks. You know, because of the security, cameras, everything. We solved about 9 out of 10, which is pretty bad odds for a crook. And he also looked through the outstanding suspect files. That's suspects that are photographed during actual robberies have been identified, but haven't been arrested yet.
Do you have that file in this office?
Oh, yes, we do.
Could I see it?
Oh, certainly. Most of them have been reduced to wanted posters.
Forrester looked through this whole book?
Yes, he did. Several of them interested him.
Oh?
Well, one in particular because he took it with him. Let's see.
Looks like we got our work cut out for us.
Yeah, he took a copy of that with him.
Looks like...
We're gonna move on it.
Bill, the manager thinks the boy is staying here. Room 109, paid for 3 nights in advance.
Where's Pete?
Upstairs checking. Anything about the mongoose?
We just left there. He's gone. Robbery, homicide's gonna stake it.
Hey, you got anything?
Yeah, look what I found in the kids' room. Looks like he's got a meeting with the mongoose tonight at 8.
Where?
Doesn't say.
I think I know where.
Yeah?
Jeff, over here. Son. You wanted to talk?
You worked with my father. I thought you might be able to tell me what he was working on.
Sure, sure.
Hey, Joe. Pep, take that aisle.
It's your dad's file?
No, just some notes I was taking.
Anybody know about this meeting?
No.
What happens to Jeff now?
He's gonna stay with the Baines till they can find a good foster home.
Good. Is he okay?
Yeah, I think he's gonna be okay. Son, listen. I want you to keep in touch with us, will you? You gonna stay in touch?
Well, all I can say is that I love you both.
We love you too, honey. We really do. It's tough. We know it's tough.
Hey, Jeff, listen, what do you say I got this Sunday off. Why don't I come by and pick you up? Spend the day together, okay?
Pepper?
Oh, well, I don't know about Pepper. Yeah, okay, with Pepper.
Okay, you gonna tell me?
It's very simple. First you fry your sausages, then you add your peppers, your mushrooms, your garlic,
That's
your
not
parmesan.
what I mean.
Smell this. Huh?
You're evading the issue. You broke every rule in the book.
I felt sorry for the kid, just like you did.
No, there's more to it than that. Come on, why?
Well, you want the story of my life? You already know that.
You never talk about when you were a little boy.
You never talk about when you were a little girl.
I never was a little girl.
I'll buy that.
Bill.
Okay, I was in a home.
Like Bart.
No, it's probably worse than Bart. You wouldn't believe what goes on in some of those places. I wasn't gonna let that happen to that kid.
Want to go to San Francisco?
When?
Tonight.
What are you talking about?
I've already got the tickets.
Are you kidding? I got 2 days of report writing to do.
The review board reviewed our little traffic accident. It seems we failed to avoid an avoidable accident. We are on a 2-day suspension.
We are?
You wouldn't believe what goes on in San Francisco.
Trick or treat, Daddy.
In case you haven't been listening, Charlie, I enjoyed the lunch. But the matinee turned out to be a rerun of something I didn't particularly enjoy the first time around.
You may be a cop, but you're breaking the law, pal.
Someone picked the lock, dumped off Miss St. Clair, and then just vanished? Yes.
Kissed the girls and made them die!
Look, why don't we just forget the whole thing, okay? It's late, and I've had a couple of prospects waiting at the office since 12:30. I mean, I don't mind blowing a sale for a good reason, but this is ridiculous. If you got problems, why don't you do me a favor, Charlie? Why don't you work them out with somebody else, a doctor, a shrink, whatever the case requires? You know, there's all sorts of ways of getting help. Therapeutic ways that don't involve non-professionals like me. See, I'm just not equipped to handle your situation. My husband, ex-husband, he had the same, well, to tell you the truth, Charlie, when it came to the bewitching hour, you could have been twin brothers. Oh, and did I take it all personally? Thought that the only solution would be a quick trip to the medicine cabinet. If we had as many sleeping pills as aspirin, I guess I'd be dead right now. I guess I'd be dead for a whole year. In case you haven't been listening, Charlie, I enjoyed the lunch. But the matinee turned out to be a rerun of something I didn't particularly enjoy the first time around. So, when you're all zipped together, I want to be taken back to my office. At least if I can make a sale, the day won't be a total loss. Hey, you wouldn't be interested in a nice duplex, would you? One with an enclosed patio and a heated pool?
12Y50, code 1.
12Y50, go.
12Y50, what's your ETA to court?
12Y50. Tell the DA that I'm running a little late. I'll be there in about 10 minutes.
12Y50, roger.
Y50, requesting warrant on 396 Paul Edward King.
Stand by.
12Y50, roger.
12Y50, 396 Paul Edward King, no water warrant.
Pull around the corner. Just pull around the corner. See your driver's license, please.
What's the problem, officer? Certainly couldn't have been speeding.
Is your current address, Mr. Hollis?
Yeah. Look, I'm in a hurry, so if I've broken some law, I'd like to know what it is.
Where are you headed, sir?
I asked you what the problem was. I don't have to tell you anything unless there's a legitimate reason.
Sir, you seem very nervous to me. You're perspiring a great deal, you know.
Good Lord. It's 102. You stop me because I'm perspiring?
Do you mind stepping out of your car, please?
Yeah, I mind one whole hell of a lot.
You want to please step out of your car, sir?
Look, I'm an architect, okay? I own my own firm. If you're interested, it's about 6 blocks straight down. It's 4222 Elm. My name is in the lobby and on every door on the top floor.
You want to give me your car keys?
You gotta be kidding.
No, sir, I'm not.
You want something in that hand, I'll give you my lawyer and about 5 of his associates.
Take one step back. Take one step back. There you go, right there. Now stay right there. I mean, stay right there.
You may be a cop, but you're breaking the law, pal. You open that trunk and your department's gonna be in the middle of the biggest lawsuit it's had in 20 years.
Call the police! Tell them officer needs help and get an ambulance right away!
Who put out the call?
We think it was 12Y50. A citizen saw him take off after the driver of that car.
What's this ambulance here for?
Oh, didn't they tell you?
No.
Oh, we've got a victim. She was in the trunk, stuffed in a garbage bag.
Joe.
Yeah.
You better ride with her and get a statement if you can. Anything.
Okay.
Okay, fella.
That's it. You pull him over because you felt something wasn't kosher. That's your probable cause.
What can I say, Captain? Now, the minute I saw the guy, I knew he was dirty.
Cop's intuition.
You can call it that.
Good old sixth sense.
Oh, I'll tell you this, it's right more times than it is wrong.
We'll try selling that to a jury. It's like peddling a load of ripe garbage.
But this guy was dripping wet, Captain. He's sitting inside of an air-conditioned car, sweating, dripping wet.
Maybe he had a glandular problem.
What he had was guilt all over his face.
Well, that's too bad, because from what you said, we won't even get our filing.
Hey, why don't we slow down long enough to think? I mean, what if Bill hadn't opened that trunk for whatever reason? Somebody'd be dead right now.
Don't get touchy, Pepper.
I'm not touchy, but just once, for a change, why don't we start dealing with something positive?
Why is she so touchy today?
I don't know, Cap. Maybe it's the heat.
Hey, Bill, what about this?
That's it. You had to have seen that, Bill. That's your probable cause right there. Come on, Bill, that's blood. That's physical. That's the strongest PC you can have.
No, the blood wasn't on the bumper when I stopped the car. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What I need to know, what's very important for me to find out is what you've said. Every word, even what you might have let slip.
All I did, buddy boy, was make my one phone call to the tennis club where I knew you'd be. Now, what's this slip routine? If I'm not mistaken, the word usually implies some kind of devious behavior. You think I'm guilty of stabbing that slut? Is that it, kid?
Hey, I don't care if you're the West Coast slasher. I'm here to protect you and to see that you protect yourself.
Beginning to sound like Mummy.
Your mother, God rest her, was not my favorite person.
She wasn't anybody's, Ron, including good old Dad or any of his girlfriends. Look, what's the situation here? They gonna book me and take away my wristwatch and shoelaces and things?
They might go through the motions. But you really don't have too much to worry about, even if you did shoot off your compulsive mouth. Poisonous fruit from a poisonous tree, Charlie. The search is no good. They didn't have probable cause. Anything that might develop as a result of that is called fruit from a poisonous tree. It's not admissible.
I mean, they can't do anything? Nothing at all?
They could file, but they know they'd probably never get it past a preliminary hearing. You're home free.
Believe me, I'm just as concerned about this as you are. I just need something a little more tangible to go on other than, what are we talking about here? Sixth sense.
Let me tell you something about Sixth Sense, Mr. Prosecutor. It keeps more cops alive and solves more cases than any crime lab or training exercise I know about.
And when was the last time you launched that towards a jury and watched it come back and hit you smack in the face, huh? No, we just better hope that this girl stays alive and is able to testify.
What if she dies? No, I mean, what if it becomes murder one? Are you just going to sit back in your chair like that and tell me that as far as your office is concerned, it's a legal wipeout?
If she dies, Sergeant, we are left with zilch. That's what I'm going to tell you. Because we don't have witnesses, we don't have any admissible evidence. Technically speaking, we won't even have a corpse. You listen to me. You go out and get me some legally obtained physical evidence, and I'll file your case for you. Okay?
Well, it's about time. Well, I see it went about as well as we expected, huh?
Just once, I'd like for the public to get a good close-up look at our judicial system. Just once. How are you? What are you doing in that clown suit? I thought you were working advice.
All good things must come to an end, Billy.
She had a little trouble with about 50% of the investigator's exam. I did better than that on my driver's test.
So they dumped me back in uniform, put me behind a desk at Southeast Division.
You better be careful. That's a good way to put pounds on places you don't want to put pounds on.
In this thing, who could tell the difference?
Crowley.
Bye-bye, officer. Hope I didn't ruin your day.
Oh, we all knew it was going to happen. What's the big surprise? Listen, if you don't mind, I'll take you up on that pizza some other time.
Sure, go do your thing.
All right. Want to get something to eat?
Not particularly.
Sandy's across the street. I can call her and she can bring us back some pizzas, okay? Look, you don't like the system right now, and neither do I. But neither one of us has had anything to eat for over 7 hours. Come on. I'll treat. I'll even leave the tip this time, okay?
I'm looking all over for you. George's call from Central Receiving. That girl that you found, the stabbing victim, well, she just died.
Okay. As far as I'm concerned, we got a whole new ball game with a whole new set of rules.
Police Department, 36.
It's the police department?
Yes, it is.
Well, I think I witnessed a murder across the canyon from where I live. This guy was stabbing a woman.
What was the address there?
Where?
Where you're calling from?
Why?
We'd like to send someone over to talk to you and fill out a statement. Hello? Hello? Police Department, 36.
I called you about a murder yesterday afternoon. It was in the paper this morning, so now you know I'm not kidding.
You said you saw a woman being stabbed across some canyon. Wasn't that it?
I saw the whole thing through a telescope. Just like it was
Don't
happening
conspiracy,
right in
Sergeant
front
Crowley.
of me. Like
Sure, of course I did.
I could.
Like you could what?
You just give me the address and I'll be
Like
right
I
over.
could reach out and touch them
I don't think it's silly at all. No, I think we better talk as soon as possible.
Could you
Sooner
identify
the
them?
better.
Either the attacker or the victim?
4307 36th
What was
Street.
your name again, sir?
Okay, you just sit tight. I'll be there in 15 minutes.
I didn't give you my name. You're not going to trick me either, so don't try.
I suppose you could say it was a practical joke, especially knowing Charlie like I do, but there was something strange beneath it, something almost cruel.
I'd say he was trying to warn you. Maybe even punish you for something. Seeing this thing in the dark could give you a heart attack.
Oh, mine's been broken too many times. You know, Hemingway said, getting broken makes you stronger. He said that in The Sun Also Rises, and it's true. I suppose that is how I've been able to survive so many incredible things in these past 30-odd years.
You are a prostitute, aren't you, Miss Wallace?
So, the cop's mind works like the mind of every other cop.
No, I just had a hunch you didn't earn your daily bread sketching nightlife at O'Connor's. So I had you checked out, and I was right.
And from now on, the old hussy gets the respect she deserves.
I think our friend Hollis is a psychopath, and I also think he's killed more than one girl. You can help me by telling me as much as you know about this guy, simply and honestly.
I met him at O'Connor's. I suppose you could say we were attracted by a mutual interest in art. On occasion, I helped him find companions.
You didn't date him yourself?
Just once. Right after we met, he took me to dinner, then back to a place he keeps.
He keeps a place?
Presumably for entertainment.
Where?
I'm not sure. It's in the West Hills section. It was dark.
Tell me something, this date, is it what you'd consider a normal date?
You're asking me whether he ran the bases like every other little leaguer. I couldn't say. It never got that far.
Why not?
I chalked it up to conscience. He's a married man, you know.
Yeah, listen, this place that he keeps, you think you could find it again?
I really don't know.
Ron? Ron?
Smile! You're on candid camera.
What are you trying to do?
Dear heart, I'm trying to announce our friendship to the whole of depraved humanity.
When you act like this, you're no better than he is.
I'm sorry. Look, I act like this. I drink too much because I'm going out of my mind. From sneaking around corners, from sneaking around motels, from sneaking in phone calls. Hell, baby, I'm scared half the time and I'm going out of my mind. I just want a life for us. Something.
It can never happen.
No! That's finished as of now. Look, he's a very confident man and very, very vulnerable. We've never had a better chance. It's just a matter of playing a game with the police. And I think I know how.
How's this along here?
It looks like the area, but I told you, at night, with a couple of martinis, it all looks kind of bleary. Wait, stop.
What?
Back up. Back up. That street there. There's something about that street that looks familiar.
See anything?
Yeah, hold it. Right up there. That's what I remember, right there.
You sure?
Yes, that beautiful bottle glass, because I asked him if he'd had it put in, and he said it was already there when he bought the house.
You want to see something even better than that? Look right over there. Pepper?
Well,
I don't believe this.
Hello there, stranger. You look pretty spirited. Madame Toulouse show you her etchings?
No. But she did show me a little hideout up on Woodley Canyon where Hollis takes his girls. And guess what was on the front lawn?
Fertilizer.
A for sale sign, and the realtor was Pamela St. Clair. So, you understand it. Let's go.
Where do you think you're going?
You and I, are going to go to a search warrant, and then we are going to take that place apart.
You. Not me. You are headed to court alone. Try Department 95, Judge Kramer. He's issued a bench warrant for your arrest.
Hey, William, what are you so hacked about?
Listen, I don't believe this. I missed a court appearance because I stopped to bust some guy who's got a mutilated woman in the trunk of his car. So what do? They kick him loose. I mean, not even a filing. Me, some idiot judge now wants to toss me into the slam.
Hey, listen, at least you've got a little pizzazz in your life. My first day out from under a desk, they send me out to take a Peeping Tom complaint. Some pimply-faced kid up on Stratford Drive with a telescope.
See. Hey, Sandy. Listen, are you alone?
Why, Sergeant Crowley, what a personal question.
No, listen, I'm serious. This might have something to do with what I'm working on.
A peak freak?
Yeah. You got yourself a passenger.
You can't shine on that nasty old judge, William.
I'm beginning to have more and more respect for that investigator's exam. You got worse than I do.
Okay, Sergeant, why don't you come right this way and I'll show you what I mean. My problem is that I'm alone most of the time. My husband travels and he's on the road a great deal. You know, and I feel a woman has a right to a little privacy in her own backyard. And if I get the urge to all of a sudden take it off because I want to exercise or sunbathe, then I feel it's between me and whoever happens to be my guest. I mean, you know, within the privacy of a person's own environment, they have the right to do whatever they want as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else. But I'll tell you what really makes me mad is when I come out here and undress, that snot-nosed kid is up there watching me with one of those 1,000-powered telescopes.
Excuse me, Sergeant, I finally found a parking space at the bottom of the hill.
The devil is that?
Officer Palmer, ma'am, at your service.
I asked for a policeman.
You got one of our best, Mrs. DeLuca. Officer Palmer's had extensive experience in this type of a situation.
Oh, yeah? Well, why the hell isn't she up there arresting that creep?
Well, it's because you haven't shown us which house yet.
Oh. There it is, right up there. You see between those two trees?
What is that, Stratford Drive?
You better believe it.
And what is this street here? Is that Willie Canyon?
Yeah, but what does that got to do with anything? Hey, where are you going?
You just stay put, Mrs. DeLuca. You've been more help than you'll ever know.
Criminal conspiracy, Stiles.
May I talk to Sergeant Anderson, please?
Start at office right now. Would you like to leave a message?
Yes. Would you tell her that Mrs. Hollis called? Mrs. Charles Hollis. She can call me at 555-8383 if she gets in within the hour. Otherwise, I don't want to be disturbed.
Okay, I'll tell her.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's gotta be it.
Pepper.
I guess old Judge Kramer must have tossed Bill in jail by now.
Maybe. I haven't seen him. But you got a phone call.
Oh.
Hollis's wife. She said if you were back within the hour, you should call her.
Mm-hmm.
Made it by 7 minutes.
Hi. I'm Sergeant Crowley of the police department. Is your father or mother at home?
No, they're not. They both work.
What about your brother?
I guess you've got the wrong place. I don't have any brother.
Son, may we talk to you for a minute?
What for?
Look, son, if I have to come back, it'll be when your parents are here. We can do this now or later. It's up to you. You want to hear something funny? There's a woman down there that's kind of an exhibitionist. She's got the impression that somebody's been watching her through a telescope.
Down there?
Can I look through it?
Sure.
Thanks. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the house, all right. You wouldn't believe what she's doing right now.
Maybe she ought to see a psychiatrist.
This thing is really powerful. Really something. Say somebody committed a murder over there. I'd almost feel like I could reach out and touch him with my hands. Well, you want to talk here, son, or you want to talk back at headquarters? Sooner or later, Bruce, you're going to have to say something. Even if it's just to tell me that you're thirsty. So why don't you talk to me now? Look, I know you saw the murder. I know you called the police. You obviously wanted to tell us about it. You just didn't want us to reveal your name and address. I understand that. You see, now it's all out in the open, Bruce. I mean, we know who you are. We know where you live. So there shouldn't be any more problem. We'll just work together and work with you as much as we can. What do you say?
Police Department 36. Is this the police department? Yes, it is. Well, I think I witnessed a murder. Across the canyon from where I live, this guy was stabbing a woman.
There's another one on there, too, following morning. Would you like to hear it?
That may sound like me, but it isn't.
That's the victim. That's the woman you saw. One of these is her attacker. The guy who stabbed her 7 times. Now, if you don't want to say anything, that's fine, Bruce. All you gotta do is just lift your hand up, tap the guilty one. Bruce, just tap the guilty one, okay? Please?
There was a kid who lived on my block. An older kid named Eddie. One of his favorite tricks was riding around with a pellet gun, shooting at other cars. One day I was driving home with a friend, and Eddie came along and shot out the back window. I guess we could have been killed. Dad went to the police. We were all willing to testify. But you know what happened? The district's attorney's office wouldn't press charges. About 6 months later, I was walking back from the movies, and Eddie jumped out at me from behind some bushes. When I woke up, I was in the dirt with a busted nose. He said if I told anyone, he'd burn down my house with everyone in it. And I knew he would, because he was crazy. So guess what? I never said a word. Not even to Mom and Dad. So now, you're talking to me about voice tapes and hassling me about my conscience and asking me to testify against someone who's even crazier than Eddie. Well, what if I do? And you have to let him go. Can you guarantee he'll never jump out at me with a knife and kill me the same way he killed that girl?
It's okay, Bruce. It's okay.
Come on, my friend, I'll take you home. You know, if we hurry, maybe we can get there before Mom and Dad even knows you're gone.
Hey, Bill. Pepper get you?
No, I thought she went home.
No. Hollis's wife called. She went out to see her.
Why didn't you go with her?
She didn't want me to. She thought that she'd do better alone.
I'm sorry it took me so long.
Please, come in.
Thank you.
Come in, please.
Would you believe my car wouldn't start, and then about 3 blocks from here there was a school parade. The band, or
whatever it was, gave a concert right in the middle of the street.
Oh, yes, that seems to happen about once a week around here. Can I get you a cup of coffee or a cold drink or something?
Oh, no. I'm fine, thanks.
I really don't know how to begin. I suppose the real truth is I'm terrified. I can't live with my husband anymore, and if I try to leave him, he'll kill me.
You mean he's actually threatened that?
Oh, yes. Yes, he's actually had his hands around my throat and tried to choke me. You see, we were never really... what I mean is, the bedroom side of our marriage never really... At first, I told myself, well, I had to tell myself that things would get better, change, but they never did. In fact, they got worse. Sicker. More and more depraved.
Mrs. Hollis, what is it you're trying to tell me?
What I'm trying to tell you is, I never met him at any restaurant that night. The night that Pamela St. Clair was killed.
Better let me in, girls. Better unlock this door.
Tap, tap, tap. Who's that knocking at my door? Naughty, naughty. Mustn't frustrate Papa. Mustn't do that. No, no, no. Peter, pumpkin eater. Had a wife and couldn't keep her. You put her in a No. You put her in a pool house shell, and there he killed her very well.
Oh, that's the bathroom. There's no other way out of here.
Kissed the girls and made them die!
Where's Pepper? Where's she?
Hi, freeze! Hold it! Right there! Move out of there, Pepper. Hey, hold it! All right. Get up now. Put your hands on top of your head. Get him up there. Let's go.
Put him up.
Get him on top of your head. Let's go. Get him on top of your head. Let's go.
Little Jack Horner sat in a corner eating his Christmas pie. He stuck in his tongue and he pulled out a plum and he said, "Oh, what a good boy am I. What a good boy am I. What a good boy am I."